It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We're at Moda Center in downtown Portland, Oregon. Tonight, it's the Portland Trailblazers getting set to match up with the Los Angeles Lakers. The Blazers secure the opening tip, and we're underway in Portland. Jay, how does Portland bounce back from the disappointment losing in 4 to New Orleans last year?
Well, you need your stars to shine the brightest in the biggest moments, and we did not see that from their 2 stars in that first-round series against the Pelicans. So these 2 stars need to be great and great all the time.
Down low for Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
And he'll go to the foul line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Los Angeles has the basketball to Kyle Kuzma. To Davis. James sizing up the all-star Lillard. From the outside, no good. Lillard to Nurkic. No good. Kuzma driving, but his shot won't go. Lillard in a matchup with Boogie. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. McCollum shot off the mark.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Short jumper off the mark. Second effort. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. AD, is he a new age big?
Easy answer is yes. He is Mr. Versatility. He can do everything on both the offensive and the defensive end. He can fight the post, battle for position. He can protect the rim. Plus, if you switch, he can guard guards on the perimeter. That's what you love about AD. You need something, he has an answer for you.
James into the front court. Leads a bucket. To Danny Green. Nothing going here on that drive. James over to the right side. Anthony Davis lets it go. Wide open look, won't go.
But if great shooters keep getting open looks, it's a matter of time before they start knocking them down. You have to start contesting some shots.
To McCollum. To Nurkic. Won't go down. LeBron into the front court. Lead is 2. Throws it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
To McCollum. DeMarcus Cousins. Huge block.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To James. Won't go. Trailblazers take over. Lillard to Ken Bazemore. Nothing going here on that drive. D's got it. Damian Lillard. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Pick that chin up. This is a game of runs. They were on one, now you might be on one.
Anthony Davis, defended by Yusuf Nurkic. And Cousins throwing it down.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
McCollum into the front court. Down 4. To Ken Bazemore. Lillard to Nurkic. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
LBJ with it. Jay, last year the Lakers 35-47. What impact, obviously, will LeBron James have on this Lakers team and their record?
There's no doubt that I think the Lakers will get over 35 wins. Will they get over 50, though, is the major question. I don't see that happening, considering last year only 2 teams in the West, Golden State and Houston, had over 50 wins.
Anthony Davis, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
Lillard to Nurkic. And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Danny Green, great dish to set it up. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. McCollum. To Lillard. To McCollum. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. It's Lillard for 2. Just not going down. Kuzma to Davis. And look out. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Portland's got it. To McCollum. Surveys the floor. McCollum to Lillard. Short jumper off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
To McCollum. Baseline drive. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Nice follow-up on the dunk there. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Anthony Davis. He's now 4 for 6.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To McCollum. Oh, he had him there for a second. DeMarcus Cousins pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
James up against the Weber State product. They go down to Davis. Old school backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
McCollum with the basketball. Down 12 to Ken Bazemore. McCollum to the basket, but he's unable to finish. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
If LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A., that means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James, though.
Here comes the screen. Lillard to Rodney Hood. Deep 2 there, won't go. Down low for Davis. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Here comes the screen. Dame rises, gets a look, can't hit. Across the timeline comes James. His guys leading by 14. They'll get it down to Davis. And that's going to get out of bounds. Off a Laker. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. McCollum into the front court. 14-point deficit. To Rodney Hood. Portland down to 4 to shoot. Fires the 3. Those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get 1 or 2 to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
Cleans it up. JaVale McGee. Putback's good.
Now, while everybody was staring at the fly of the ball on the defensive end, he was busy carving out space, being active, getting that offensive rebound. That's his 2nd offensive rebound in the first quarter.
Has a chance. C.J. McCollum. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Here comes the screen. Anthony Davis, picked up by Tolliver. To James. Able to convert inside.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
McCollum to Rodney Hood. The pass taken away by the Lakers. James to Davis, down low. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Trailblazers with the basketball. Trying to cash in. Shot by McCollum won't go. Deep three at the buzzer. The first quarter's complete. So far, it's been all Lakers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. LBJ. They go down to Davis. 3 seconds. Has a look. Just off the mark.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Here comes the screen. James against the former first-rounder. LeBron James. He's 3 for 7. The maturity of one of the game's greatest on full display.
Yeah, LeBron James still proving that he can get up there with the highest of the high. But still, I love the fact that he recognizes less is more now. LeBron James 2007, every play is a dunk. Now it just happens once in a while. Enjoy the greatness.
To McCollum. Portland has 4 to shoot. Shot clock violation. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. LeBron defended by Lillard. Deep right corner. To James. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Caldwell Pope to Danny Green. McGee powers it through. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Damian Lillard, and he drains it.
It seems like yesterday I was rapping with this kid during the NBA pre-draft workout. He looked scrawny. Nobody knew if he could really make it. But the arrow continues to point straight up for Dame Lillard. Another terrific season, a first-time All-NBA first-team player, tied for 4th in the league in scoring last year. This kid is no doubt about it. Dame time.
Here comes the screen. Danny Green. Here's LeBron for 2. The jumper's off the mark. Driving is Lillard, but his shot won't fall. Has a chance. A shot by Green, no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Shot from in close, no good. Missed it. How'd that not go down? Lillard to Rodney Hood. Here comes the screen. And he throws it down. Big finish for Hassan Whiteside.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
It's James controlling the offense. To Danny Green. James. Kyle Kuzma. That's how you defend.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good. It was right there. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
LeBron with it up top. His guy's up by 15. And the Blazers clear the rebound. And the finish at the rim.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Danny Green, defended by Lillard. And 2 for AD.
There's certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
To McCollum. C.J. McCollum, now 3 for 9.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Kuzma to Danny Green. Kuzma to Davis. That's no good.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
McCollum to Lillard. Here comes the screen. It's Lillard for two. Shot by Lillard, no good. McCollum goes to the left side. To Whiteside. Nurkic. That's not his range. It's no good. Danny Green to Davis. Over to the right side. Kuzma to Caldwell Pope. Shot clock winding down. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Lillard to McCollum. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
And flushes it down. No stopping AD here. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Lillard to Nurkic. Nothing going here on that drive. Lillard, not easy.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Lakers at the controls right now to Caldwell Pope. And he powers it home. 2 more points for Anthony Davis.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
And draws the foul. So Hassan Whiteside will go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Off the mark on the first free throw. Oh, he missed them both. James to Davis. He throws it down. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
To Lillard. He was hacked. They let it go. LeBron into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, ferocious slam inside. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Knocks it down off the step back.
And CJ is a guy that doesn't get the respect that he deserves on a nationwide level. 3 straight seasons averaging over 20 points per game. He's a guy that's automatically in range once he leaves the car entering the stadium.
And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Misses the first. mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Lillard to McCollum. To Lillard. Trying to cash in. Lillard shot, no good.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
DeMarcus Cousins, 3 for 3 in this first half.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
McCollum sizing up Cousins. Shot from the lane won't go. James into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. To Davis. Gets it in the right corner. It's James. It's rebounded by Whiteside. McCollum with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Nurkic. Oh, nice find for the basket.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Draws the double and still hits.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
It's Portland ball. Lillard to Nurkic. Probing the defense. Short jumper won't go down.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Has a look. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Long heave from 3/4 court. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Lakers entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead, and the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. These are the guys getting buckets for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Trailblazers may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Portland Trailblazers.
Game track. Assists.
The Portland Trailblazers struggled to play the angles and allowed too many passing lanes to exist. However, some credit has to go to their opponents for the way they move the ball. They've been taking advantage of this situation.
Player of the half.
Anthony Davis most definitely deserves to be player of the half for the way he distributed the ball. It was an excellent display of court vision and solid passing.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
2. Number 1.
And that concludes our halftime report. Thanks for joining us, and see you again after the game.
LeBron James with the rock. To Davis. Danny Green. To James. A pass stolen by Portland.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
LeBron into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Down low, Boogie. Turns and slams it down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's James controlling the offense. To Danny Green. Probing the defense. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Here comes the screen. Lillard, defended by Cousins. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
LeBron James matched up with Lillard. To Davis. Kuzma. Screen coming. James. Great defense, forcing the miss. Lillard to Nurkic. Oh, Yusuf Nurkic. 4 out of 7.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Davis to James. He connects. Sometimes you just have to go out there and make a tough play.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want you.
And hits for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
James to Kyle Kuzma. DeMarcus Cousins. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
Ed, I have so much admiration for guys that continue to hunt their shot. They're playing the second half like it was the first 5 minutes of the ball game. Those natural-born leaders are guys that will consistently lead your team to the promised land.
LBJ has it. Deep 2 there, won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Oh, had him going there for a second. From the painted area, won't go down. Has a chance. A shot no good there for Kuzma. Lillard to McCollum. Lillard sizing up Cousins. To McCollum. Here comes the screen. C.J. McCollum. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Danny Green to James. Nothing going here on that drive. 5 to shoot for Los Angeles. DeMarcus Cousins for 2. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Here comes the screen. McCollum to Lillard. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Taking advantage of the defender. Nice ball fake.
One of the most underrated backcourts we have in the league. Dame with an assist to CJ is something we hear all the time. No, we actually don't. We should probably hear a lot more of that.
To Cousins. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Portland has the ball. Take stock of the floor. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Cousins to Davis. Terrific vision. Kyle Kuzma, strong finish.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
They work it down to Cousins. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Lillard to Ken Bazemore. McCollum. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always some...
Blocked away!
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Out of bounds the call. Last touch by Jared Dudley. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Los Angeles, they have it. Shot by Dudley misses.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
McCollum to Whiteside. Oh, he had it. Caldwell Pope to James. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Across the timeline comes James. His guys hold a commanding lead. Cousins in a matchup with Collins. To James. Caldwell Pope. Shot from in close, no good. McCollum into the front court. His guys down big. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Gets a look. Can't hit. And draws the foul. So Hassan Whiteside will go to the line to shoot 2.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw. goes 2 for 2. Lakers ball to Caldwell Pope. Sizing up the defense. LeBron James, defended by Lillard. Trying to cash in. Knocks it down off the step back.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Curling inside. Layup goes down. Well done.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
LeBron with it up top.
In this video, I'll show you how to set up and manage live streams in YouTube's Live Control Room. We've built a brand new stream workflow in Live Control Room that combines the best of our classic live streaming creation tools: Stream Now and Event. The new Live Control Room centralizes.
Great sell by the offensive player, but guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career,
An easy
73%.
look.
LeBron with it up top.
In this video, I'll show you how to set up and manage live streams in YouTube's Live Control Room. We've built a brand new stream workflow in Live Control Room that combines the best of our classic live streaming creation tools: Stream Now and Event. The new Live Control Room centralizes.
Great sell by the offensive player, but guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
LeBron James trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career,
An easy
73%.
look.
LeBron with it up top. And he misses that one free throw. Screen coming. Dame rises. He connects with the step back.
Oh, he buckled his knees so bad, it didn't matter if he scored or not. That's a win for the internet.
LBJ with it. Short jumper misses. To Lillard. Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
LeBron into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Caldwell Pope to James. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter, and there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Here comes the screen. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Textbook defense. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
Hey, look, pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while too, I guess.
Trailblazers take over. Nothing going here on that drive. Damian Lillard. Shot by Lillard, no good. Oh, too much contact. Free throws on the way.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
Hassan Whiteside at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. First try at the line, no good. Missed the second one as well. LBJ. McGee powers it through.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing.
And a putback slam. That's the end of the third quarter with the Lakers in command. It's the Blazers with the basketball as we start the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Lillard for two. He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
And a lot of folks last year, including myself, were surprised that Dame was named first-team All-NBA ahead of Russell Westbrook. Look, I love Dame's game, but come on, man. Russ averaged a triple-double for the second season in a row. Stop it.
To Lillard. Bazemore with the slam.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
James into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Davis. James. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Look, I get it. Being down sucks. But you can't just start haphazardly playing defense and committing silly fouls. Play this game with purpose.
First try, no good. Second one goes. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Portland's got it. McCollum to Ken Bazemore. Surveys the floor. To McCollum. The Blazers with 4 in the shot clock. C.J. McCollum. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Caldwell Pope to Davis. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I can't believe I'm about to say this about an NBA team because this is what I say to my grammar school team. But just because a team is down on the scoreboard doesn't mean you stop playing hard and smart. You really have nothing to lose, but really good habits to gain.
Danny Green, couple of free throws on the way. A career 81% free throw shooter. First one goes down. No good on the second. It's a 1-of-2 trip. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. And the rebound taken in by Davis.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Trailblazers with the basketball to Nurkic. McCollum. Probing the defense. Lillard. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Oh my goodness! Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
James, down low for Davis. Hassan Whiteside. Tips it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
To Lillard. To McCollum. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
McCollum with the basketball. Down a bundle. Short jumper stays out.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
James. They'll get it down to Davis. To James. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
I remember my high school coach said 1 man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
It's Lillard for 2. Shot by Lillard, no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it. It's James controlling the offense. To Davis. Goes to the right side. From long range. Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
LeBron James sends it away.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.